If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. Check out Potown Store. It's a fantastic website with instant email delivery on all the code cards you could possibly want for PTCGO. And if you use Tablemon code when you're checking out, you get 5% off your final purchase. For the European players, Millibots Gaming has everything from collectibles to all the latest cards from the latest sets, Cosmic Eclipse, Hidden Fates, and everything from Sun and Moon. Don't forget to check it out and use Tablemon code when checking out in order to get 5% off your final purchase. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2020. Thanks so much for being here. We are going to be playing with a Lucario GX deck that I saw Nick Robinson played at a couple of cups in one of the marathons. And I thought it was actually excuse me, a really good call, purely because of the Turbo Dark hype. Right? If you expect a lot of Turbo Dark, then this is definitely the right call for you, because Lucario should just run over that, and probably Zoroark decks and P-Ground decks. So surprisingly, Lucario never did feature too much in Standard when it was legal, but in Expanded it has continually been a powerhouse, as Aura Strike deals 30 damage plus 90 more if you just evolve from Riolu, and that's an immediate knockout on everything dark, as long as you have like the Yancy or any damage modifier with strong energy, muscle band, etc. So it's not really hard at all. Cyclone Kick is a very decent attack for the cost, and especially because with damage modifiers the damage really starts piling up. And finally, Cantankerous Beatdown means your opponent is infinitely punished by attacking Lucario and not KOing it. And because you have Focus Ashes, where if the fighting Pokemon this card is attached to has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, that Pokemon is actually not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10 instead. So that means you're in no risk of getting KO'd unless they play Field Blower, which I'm pretty sure is going to be like a one-off in many decks, but finding it at the right time is difficult, and Cantankerous Beatdown will be taking down pretty much anything you want. And if you get damaged but not KO'd without activating the Focus Sash, you then get to Ace Roll back to Lucario and repeat the cycle of evolving and using Aura Strike. Now, you do have Landorus EX for Hammerhead, dealing 30 damage plus 30 damage to a benched Pokemon. Very nice way to finish something off or start softening something for Lucario. We have Baby Puzzle as well for the Sledgehammer, and we have the Answer Prism to increase our damage output. Now, support cast-wise, we have Octillery with the Dene and Tapu Lele in order to draw cards, find supporters, etc. And we have Brooklet Heal to find Remorates and Riolus, which is very nice. And we have Oricorio as our natural Light March and Vespiquen counter. Now, the rest of the deck is pretty self-explanatory. We have Karina, which is a very nice supporter, allowing us to find items and find type Pokemon. We have a wide variety of items that allows us to switch, to drag something up, to scoop up someone, to recover, to find energies, and to field lore, along with finding double Pokemon or even VS Seeker for next turn, along with any of our tool cards, Flowstone, Focus Sash, and Muscle Band. So let's jump into a ladder and see what we can do with this expanded deck. Now, I am in a little bit of a rush. Not in a rush. I am needing to have a long streak of videos in order to have coverage throughout the weekend. So this might be on the shorter side of the spectrum, but figured showcasing this deck was gonna be a good idea. And it seems like we're up against ADP Dark, which of course we will very much welcome as a good matchup to showcase why this is a viable option right now. Alright. So we do end up mulliganing, not the worst case scenario. Decent-ish start going first. Ish, very ish. Double Ace roll in hand on turn 1 with nothing else is, of course, not great. Alright. So I guess the Focus Dash top deck helps in protecting our Riolu. Hopefully the Remoraid survives, otherwise we might just lose based on what's going on here. Tackle on turn 1, I assume we're gonna see the Altered Creation based on my opponent's Surge, so I'm not sad at all to see that. I'm actually very happy because that means Riolu survives, that means we get an attack off, and we get artillery for hopefully the rest of the game. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. So we see. Wait, what? Pokemon Fan Club. So my opponent didn't even need to search for the double dragon with the Guzmahala. Oh, we see a Alolan Grimer and Ultra Guzma, which I do feel once again is a good matchup for us. This should be a good matchup. Ultra Guzma can never. Well, I guess it can after Altered Creation and a Choice Band, so it can 1-KO us. We do 1-KO them. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty solid. Evolving. We get the Aura Strike for 140, threatening the 2-shot with any other energy. We have the Focus Sash as well. Okay, is Guzmahala worth it? No, I feel like I just did a change here. 3 prices off of data change for Ultra Guzma would be pretty detrimental. However, not the end of the world either. And I'm gonna go ahead and Brooklet Heal, find myself my Riolu, so I have a backup attacker in case I need to Ace Roll the next turn, and we'll go ahead and bench the Lele. This does open up back-to-back Guzma plays for my opponent potentially to win, so I'll have to keep that in mind. And I didn't want to signal away the Focus Sash and the fighting, so I'm just gonna go ahead and call this. And having artillery is so nice because we have end protection, late game end protection, and that is just fantastic. Okay, so the Great Catcher means I can chase this guy down. And that will probably be very important. So I'm just gonna Aura Strike for now. Hopefully no Acerola by my opponent. Right, that would be ideal. No Acerola. If he simply attacks into us, we have the Super Scoop Up Cyclone. We'll see. Let's see what happens here. We do see the tackle. That could get him Malolana, but it's simply ADP and Guzmahala. Guzmahala will search for another, like for a Stadium, a Floatstone, and a Double Dragon Energy. My opponent will be able to deal 200 damage. And then the cool part here is, like, if my opponent has Choice Band, then he also needs Field Blower to get the knockout. If he has Hypnotoxic Laser, he's not knocking us out with damage from an attack, therefore they won't get the extra prize card. So overall it should be good. Right? Overall it should be good no matter how you look at it. Guzmahala did discard ADP and Energy Lodo. And then we see Sun Lab, Double Dragon, and Floatstone. Not the biggest of deals, that's for sure. No basic Pokemon abilities is also not a big deal here for us, and I think there's the issue with this deck. Like, you just run out of steam very, very quickly. Having Brooklet Heal might have benefited my opponent if he was playing Artillery, but apparently he's not, right? He has to play down the Silent Lab. Or not, never mind. Now that he has Mog, he doesn't have to do anything. So we see the KXL, that's fine. Not the biggest of deals. We lose our strong energy, of course, but we don't even need any damage modifier to KO Ultra Guzma, which is also very good. I don't have knockout on this guy, but I feel like knocking out this guy is way better. And now I do have knockout on that guy. Now I actually do have knockout there. Okay, definitely playing this. And then preventing the knockout seems good. I'll promote this. In the meantime, go ahead and bench. Go ahead and evolve. go ahead and attach the basic energy, because if I lose that, that's fine. And then, so I'm not killing this, I'm not killing this. Just killing the Ultra Charisma seems good. I'll bench this just in case. In case like Octillery goes down, that would activate Sledgehammer. So I get this KO, and then my next prizes are certainly ADP and Shaman with the double great catchers that I have. So we'll see. We'll see how this ends up working out. So you can see I'm not using too many resources, and my start wasn't super stellar. However, we are already in a good spot. And I think this is a major like counter. This is very counterintuitive. My opponent is playing Alolan Mog, Silent Labs that we saw him search, and Shaman access to set up. So, I don't know. That just doesn't make much sense to me. Right? Like the way to build the deck is super counterintuitive. So you're using Silent Lab to shut off abilities so that you can attack, but then you're also using abilities. But then you use Mog so that you don't need the stadium, but then you still shut off abilities. So I don't know. It's very weird, and this is just beautiful to see. Right, Ultimate Ray saves us our great catcher. My opponent's also probably not playing any basic energy, so hitting for 180, not really super impactful here. And we're gonna go ahead and attach. My opponent has no attacker left or powered up. We're gonna grab this, and we're gonna grab the Focus Ash, the Via Seeker for potential Acerola plays next turn if Lucario ends up surviving. I will Focus Ash this guy to make sure it survives, and we're gonna go Cantankerous Bit down for 540 damage, putting us in a position where we can KO the Shaman for the win next turn. My opponent has 2 cards in hand, and he has played nothing other than Pokemon Search and Stadium / Energy Search, and we should be good. We should be ready to win the game right now. So this is the general gist of the deck. Very straightforward and very easy to win. Ultra Charisma is another deck that has gotten hype going into Dallas, and which Lucario thoroughly enjoys playing against. Because of that, like, that was one of the reasons why I stopped considering Ultra Charisma. It's just a very counterintuitive deck in the way that it works, because you, like, abilities are so good to set up that it's almost always not worth not using them. But then you need to shut off abilities to be able to attack. But then by shutting off abilities, you're trying to bring everyone down to your slow pace rather than like matching their turbo pace. And so if they're able to go turbo on you or recover, or if you can't consistently one KO them and heal, and they heal, then you're in a lot of trouble. So yeah, shorter side of the video with this Lucario deck, but hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and it's a very simple and cheap deck to build and easy to give it a try. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like on the video, really helps out the channel, and I'll catch you in our next video. Goodbye!